You're looking at a daily chart of AI, which was up nearly 15% today. And I'm going to cover a couple things that people asked me to cover today. One is AI. I don't talk enough about AI. And the other is stock setups. This video is for folks who subscribe to mcstockcharts.com, and on YouTube. I typically do not go over many stock setups, but at the end I'm going to go over a few. We've been killing it anyway, and I'm very happy. Since May 10th, when we went green, the market's been up every week, and we've been doing really well. Two criteria you need for success in the stock market is to be able to identify the direction of the market. And a lot of people can't do that. There's only three directions. There's up, there's down, there's sideways. We're in an uptrend now. And the other thing is stock selection. So, you could have a laggard stock in a good group, and it's not going to do well. Well, AI is obviously a powerful group. This AI is a relatively new theme. At least in 2023, it's been getting a lot of attention. And the reason why is because a lot of corporations are putting money towards AI. And I'm going to get to that a little bit later. But I just wanted to point out this stock. I got to go to the weekly, because if you think this thing is extended, it's not. You can see that it just corrected since December of 2020. Hello, this is like 2.5 years. This thing's been consolidating or correcting, and now it hit a bottom, stopped going down, and now it's consolidating in a stage one base. You could see the price there, about $31, and it's taken off since there, but it has a long way to go. A lot of people are concerned about overhead supply, but if it's more than a year old, even 6 months, this day and age, people have ADD. They trade so fast. I don't even worry about overhead supply. This is a strong stock, and the theme is popular, and it's a momentum play, and I don't see anything wrong with AI. It looks like a good stock to me. Anyway, if you want to cover, your robotics or AI, there's these ETFs you can buy. ROBO. They're heavily NVDA and Intuitive Surgical. Those are some of the top stocks within the ETF. I don't like ETFs because I'd rather just buy the stock, just buy NVIDIA. But these obviously are doing really well. A couple stocks I was asked to cover. This is one that I completely missed. It was not in my orbit. And I don't know what happened here. This is a weekly chart, and I didn't look into it that closely, but you can see that it formed this base here and then broke out relatively recently. And this year it's up. January, I want to say it's up like 250%. January, it was at $12. Yeah, now it's at 46. Hello, this is nearly a four-bagger right there. So congrats to the longs. It did have this little consolidation there around 32. But it's taken off since. Maybe the only way you can get in there is pull back to the moving average. But Symbiotic, this is an AI play in robotics. So it's doing really well, and I believe it's a member of the S&P 500. It's a 26 billion market cap stock. It's not a small cap stock. It's a mid cap stock, and it's been performing well. The other one I was asked to look at was another stock that was related to a smaller cap stock. This is a 2 billion market cap stock. In Norway, this is an ADR, American Deposit Receipt. So typically they don't get a premium, like maybe a domestic stock would, but it's got some nice sales growth potential, and now it's got triple-digit earnings growth. You got to look at weekly charts when you're even considering. And you got to look at what it's done in the past. You can see this big correction, the right side of a base, and now it's taken off. It's been up like 7 or 8 weeks in a row. So, yeah, congrats to the longs. I mean, those are strong stocks with momentum. If you want to get into them, you got to wait for, you can see how it pulls back to moving averages as those moving averages climb higher. So lots to like there. Since I mentioned NVIDIA, I want to talk, and I mentioned setups. I want to talk about my favorite setup coming into the week. And that's NVIDIA. It's the strongest stock. I like buying leaders. This is a liquid leader in a strong group. We're just talking about AI. And if you want to be an AI, NVIDIA is your guy. You can see this like bull wedge pull back to the 10 EMA. And that's what I like in stocks in uptrending markets is a prior uptrend, which you can see here. It's got a prior uptrend, then a pullback to a moving average, where it finds support, and this one certainly has, and I don't think it's going to stop here at 410. I think 420 is definitely in the cards, at least for NVIDIA. Okay, I am getting to the semiconductor stocks. I want to cover AMD because they announced some new products today, and that's part of the CAN Slim method. New products, new leadership, new CEO, whatever, and they definitely delivered new partnerships with companies, new products with chips, and I really liked the presentation that Lisa Su gave today. It was a wide collaboration. She talked about early innings of AI, and you can see it's up after hours. It's buy the rumor and sell the news. So it was up and made a new high, and then as soon as she took the stage, it just sold off. I could go to a 5-minute chart. I did with Apple last week. And there you can see she took the stage, boom, it goes down, and then falls farther. But oh well, I mean, those are just day traders. Doesn't matter. This thing's going higher. Last week I mentioned that Apple, when Tim Cook took the stage, this thing fell. I can go to a 15-minute chart and still capture that. It was last Monday. Yeah, there it is. I believe June 5th. He took the stage and it just fell, but then it regained itself in a couple days, was back, above where it was. So I wouldn't worry about, the buy the rumor, sell the news on an event like they had with Apple at their conference last week, or with AMD today. That was really a really powerful presentation. And as a shareholder, I'm very happy with the new products and the new partnerships. This is Broadcom. They changed their ticker symbol to AVGO a while back. But anyway, this one bounced off the 10 EMA, another semiconductor fabless stock that is just doing well. I have to mention SMCI. We had this thing last summer at 50, sold it when it sliced its 50, had it again at, I want to say $90. Maybe, I think it was February. And this thing has just been ramping ever since. So, it goes from 90 to 265 or whatever, and it pulls back and back to 230, back to its 10 EMA. You can see that. To me, that's probably a I don't know, maybe I'll have one more day of profit taking, but it's getting it's one of the stronger stocks in the leading group, the leading group. You can see leading stock and leading group. I doubt if it sells off much more, and I think we're going to have an opportunity there for those who are aggressive. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the software names. You mentioned somebody said, yeah, you don't talk setups. Well, we had this stock at $34 here, an early entry as it traded above its 50 simple moving average. This thing has done nothing but ramp higher. I like the growth profile, the triple digit earnings growth, strong sales growth, 30% is strong sales growth. And, it's going to earn, more than $2 next year. So this is not really an expensive stock at all. And DigitalOcean was set up and it moved, and we're very happy about that. Another one that's on our list right now is Monday. People were asking me today, at what point are we chasing? And I'd say if it's above 180, you're probably chasing it a little bit. But in an uptrending market, they're going to force you to chase. It's not just going to sit there and pull back nicely for you and set up a base like it just did. It already did that. Now it's moving out. So pull back to its 10. If you didn't get it then, this thing moves fast. So good luck to those who are in that one. It looks good to me. I really like it. Asana, Dustin was buying more stock today, and people are saying, oh, the CEO, he was buying stock when it was at 110. Okay, so to me, that's not a reason to buy it. He's got enough money to buy the whole company. It's not that big of a market cap. Yeah, $5 billion. That's chump change for him. So for him to be buying stock, that's what he does. He believes in the company. They reported pretty lackluster earnings last week, and you can see the decelerating revenue growth, which I'm not really a fan of. No earnings, but it popped today, 10%, because Dustin's buying, the CEO, Dustin Moskowitz, is buying more stock today. So congrats to those who are in that stock, which is not me. Palo Alto Networks, you got to look at the weekly chart on something like this. You can see the big consolidation. I've talked about this a lot, that, even though it made this move here, to me, it's just getting started. A big consolidation like that, it should move 20% from the pivot. at least, and that would be 213. So this thing should move up in 240, 250 before it starts stalling. And Palo Alto Networks, congrats to the longs there. But that was another setup we had. I have to take this one off of our watch list because it's extended like a lot of the stocks, and I'm going to get to that. We have our leading stocks. We had 7 of our leading stocks make new highs today, including Builder and DR Horton. The home stocks just doing well. ACLS is another one, made a new high and pulled back a little bit. Celsius, another one, making a new high. And COCO, Vita Coco, COCO, you could spell. This one made another new high today too. So, all right, for the people who are whining about not getting enough setups on YouTube, join the site and you'll get the setups. This is a Norwegian Cruise Line. This one you could see. There's different styles of, people like to bottom fish, people like to buy breakouts, cup with handles, double bottoms, whatever your style is. You got to develop a style, and it's got to be able to fit your personality. If you don't have a personality, you better get one. This is breaking out above a cup shape pattern. It was up 5% today, and yesterday it was up, I think, even more than that. And you could see the volume coming into these stocks. But that was on our list. Yeah, 7% yesterday. FLNC, another one that's gotten extended. You could see it was in this base, and it's just getting away from us now. We've had quite a few stocks on our ready list that are extended now. I have to take them off because they're just doing so well, and that's kind of what you want to see. Tesla is another one. This thing's been up 13 consecutive days. Now, I know a lot of people just buy and hold this thing, and they're Teslonians, but I want to participate in this. As a trend trader, I want to participate in this. I do not want to participate in that. And so it went sideways and consolidated for a while. Now I go back to the daily. And once it got above the 200 here at 207, it was game time. It was go time. And now it's at 261 after hours. So that's a nice 50-point move. So congrats to those at MC Stock Charts that took that trade. And, I had to take it off the watch list because it's extended now. GLBE was another software stock that we had, and I know some of you took this trade, but you can see it's extended here out of this base. A lot of the software stocks are doing well. And the last one I want to cover, I don't even know, I think I already talked about this one, DigitalOcean. You can see the cup shape and then the breakout. So that's breakout trading, and in a trend, pullbacks. Like I say, you got to find your own style to buy and sell and enter and trade. I like to get the meat of a trade. Like I said, I don't want to participate in downtrends. I don't want to participate in that or sideways action, but I want that. Yes, I will buy into that, but no downtrends, no sideways. We like stocks that go up. So call me a front runner and never give up.